Assalamu alaikum dear students, welcome to another topic. There is green algae. As I already discussed with you that algae have been divided into three main groups on the basis of pigmentation and reserve of food material, as well as presence and absence of flagella. There is first one that those are called as commonly green alga, and they have been put in a class that is called as Chloroplasts. Chloroplasts or chlorophyta. Chlorophyceae or chlorophyta. And you know that green algae are technically called as chlorophyceae, and there are about 7,000 species, near about 7,000 species of green algae. 7,000 species of green algae, and these are mostly found in fresh water. About 90% are found in fresh water. And they are also found in marine water. They resemble in the land plants. That is higher plants, in their photosynthetic pigments and reserve of food material. But their chloroplasts are agranal, and they have pyrenoids for storage of starch. And there is one that is called as chlorella. It is found in hot springs. It is a unicellular green alga, and these may be found as epiphytes. That is, these grow on other plants. Those are called as epiphytes, like tree trunks or barks. There are also epizoic, that is, some grow on the surface of animals and last time I discussed with you that there is one that is called as Trichophilus. It grows on the fur of the American tree-dwelling mammal, that is sloth. So when the algae grows on the surface of animal, it is said to be epizoic, and sometimes they may be found inside the animals, that is called as endozoic. Inside there is, for example, Zoochlorella. It is found inside the bodies of sponges. And there is one that is called as the parasite. They may be parasites. There is Cephalurus Cephalurose is one alga. It causes the red rust disease in tea and coffee. It is parasite on tea and coffee. And some grow on the snow. They are called as cryophytes. Cryophytes, that means they grow on the snow. There is Chlamydomonas nivalis. Chlamydomonas nivalis. It grows on the snow and it gives the yellow color to the snow. And such algae are called as cryophytes. As per their thallus is concerned, thallus body, they have a wide range. There will be unicellular, flagellated, you know it is Chlamydomonas. It is unicellular but it is flagellated. There is unicellular non-flagellated. It is unicellular but non-flagellated. There is chlorella. And there is one that is called as Astabularia. Astabularia. It is a unicell about unicellular है ये alga. It is about 10 centimeter long. It is umbrella like this. Its structure is like this, but it is a single cell. It is Astabularia and it is considered as the longest living cell. There is colonial, another colonial. कल मैंने बताया था, it is flagellated. There is volvox and eudorina. These are colonial flagellated green algae. And there is another colonial, but it is non-flagellated but colonial. A number of cells, एक number of cells होते हैं इकट्ठे in a mucilage, और उसको हम बोलते हैं colonial. लेकिन इसमें flagella होते हैं, ऐसे इसमें flagella है. And you may see that जो मैंने आपको वो diagrams भेजी थी, आप उसमें देखिएगा volvox. There is non-flagellated. There is hydrodictyon. Hydrodictyon है एक. It is non-flagellated but colonial. और filamentous हैं. Filamentous एक तो हैं unbranched, thread-like without branches. वो मैंने आपको बताया था. There is Supyrogyra and there is another Ulothrix and Supyrogyra. And there is another that is called as the parenchymatous. A sheet-like structure होता है इसमें. Parenchymatous, a sheet-like structure. उसमें एक आता है ulva, long sheet-like structures, and there is one that is called as chara. C-H-A-R-A, chara. And there is one that is called as heterotrichous. Heterotrichous वो algae हैं जो grow करते हैं. Some branches grow prostrate, parallel on the surface, and some grow erect. इरेक्ट, इसमें एक है उसको बोलते हैं फ्रिस्चिला, FRISTCHIELLA, फ्रिस्चिला, इसको बोलते हैं हेटेरोट्राइकस, हेटेरोट्राइकस. There is another that is called as cynocytic. Cynocytic, that is multinucleate, or it is called as also cynocytic or siphonaceous. Siphonaceous thallus जो है, it occurs in Chloropa, CAULERPA, Chloropa. And the cell wall जो है, cell wall is their cell wall consists of cellulose. There is inner layer of cellulose and outer layer of pectose, and in Chlamydomonas, some species they do not have the cellulose. The chloroplasts जो हैं, these vary in shape, these vary in size, and chloroplasts vary in shape, size and number. There is one chloroplast in Chlamydomonas, and its number may vary to many in others, while as their shapes also vary. It is cup-shaped, maybe cup-shaped in Chlamydomonas, and it is spiral in Spirogyra. Spirogyra में होता है ये spiral, and it is griddle shaped, half collar, half ring होता है ये. It is found in Eulothrix. हाँ, जैसे ये ऐसे है ये. It is collar shaped, or this is the chloroplast. This is called as griddle shaped. And there is star shaped in Zygnema, star shaped chloroplast in Zygnema, and there is also disc shaped chloroplast. It is found in Cara. These chloroplasts are green in color. They provide the green color to the algae, so they are said to be green algae. But their pigments जो हैं, most of these green algae have the pigments. There is chlorophyll A, there is chlorophyll B, and there are carotenes and xanthophylls. Like higher plants की तरह इनमें क्लोरोप्लास्ट हैं, बट क्लोरोप्लास्ट जो है वो है एग्रेनल, जो मैंने लास्ट टाइम आपको बताया था. दीज आर एग्रेनल विथआउट ग्रेना, विथआउट ग्रेना है ये डिफरेंस है. और देर आर सम स्मॉल बॉडीज, दे आर कॉल्ड एज पायरिनॉइड्स. स्टोरेज बॉडीज होती हैं, उनको बोलते हैं पायरिनॉइड्स. पायरिनॉइड्स आर फाउंड इन associated with chloroplasts, and they store and synthesize starch and proteins, mostly starch and proteins. Now you know the reserve food material जो मैंने लास्ट टाइम आपको बताया था. Reserve food material is starch, and they have also some oil globules, that is oils. And in some cases there are photosensitive organelles. Those are called as eyespots or stigma. It also occurs in the chloroplast of this cell of the chlamydomonas, and they provide them the sensitivity towards the light. If they are found in shade, they move towards the light, and if there is more intensity of light, they can move towards the shade, that is low intensity light, because of this eyespot, or this provides them the light sensitivity. So they are said to be photosensitive. And flagella generally होते हैं smooth होते हैं वो, and they are smooth and similar, and they may be 2 to 4 flagella, or this number may go up to more, but generally these are similar, and those cells are called as isochondrs. When the flagella are similar, they are called as isochondrs, and when the flagella are not similar, they are called as heterochondrs. Then the cells are, if the flagella are similar, 2 or more, they are said to be isochondrs, and mostly there are isochondrs, but rarely heterochondrs. Now vegetative reproduction जो है, vegetative reproduction occurs by fragmentation of multicellular forms, or there may be the cell division or binary fission, cell division in unicellular forms, or there are some specialized structures, those are called as stolons or tubers, which help in the vegetative reproduction. Asexual reproduction occurs by asexual reproduction occurs by the formation of spores. Zoospores are formed there. Zoospores. And there are non-motile Aplanospores, or sometimes there may be also hypnospores. And last time we discussed the tachynids. And in case of colonial forms, a big colony that divides into daughter colonies. And in case of volvox, a colony may have the same number of cells, that is called as cenobium. This cenobium may divide into smaller colonies. Those are called as cenobia. इसका प्लूरल है वो. तो इसमें फिक्स्ड नंबर ऑफ सेल्स होता है, उसको बोलते हैं cenobium. And when it goes reproduction, vegetative reproduction, it divides into daughter colonies, and each colony can then divide to form a new cenobium or new colony. Now the sexual reproduction occurs by formation and fusion of gametes. There is isogamy, ये हमने डिस्कस किया था लास्ट टाइम. Isogamy, there is eulothrix, or there is cladophora. Eulothrix or cladophora, and there is anisogamy. There is some species of Chlamydomonas, brownie है उसका नाम, Chlamydomonas brownie, and Chlamydomonas, some species also undergo isogamy. There is oogamy. Oogamy occurs in volvox, Oodogonium, etc. And the life cycle, जो मैंने last time कहा था, there is rarely alternation of generation, but there is life cycle जो है, life cycles is mostly haplontic. This haplontic life cycle is found in Chlamydomonas, and there will be also the Subirogyra. There is also the Eulothrix. These show the haplontic. Most of the algae these show haplontic life cycle, and there is diplontic, rarely diplontic life cycle. Diplontic life cycle जो है, it is shown by Chloroplasts. And sometimes some show diplohaplontic life cycle. It has both diploid and haploid phases. If both the phases are similar, that means vegetative structures are similar, it is said to be isomorphic. अगर दोनों स्टेजेस हैप्लॉन्टिक और डिप्लॉन्टिक वो सिमिलर होंगे तब उसको बोलते हैं आइसोमॉर्फिक, स्ट्रक्चरली सिमिलर. यहाँ पर एक है उसको बोलते हैं उल्वा, दूसरे को बोलते हैं क्लैडोफोरा. इनमें डिप्लोहैप्लॉन्टिक है लेकिन आइसोमॉर्फिक है. अगर अलग अलग से होंगे फेजेस हैप्लॉइड फेज एक किस्म का होगा, डिप्लॉइड फेज दूसरी किस्म का होगा, दूसरी शक्ल का होगा. देन इट इज सेड टू बी हेटेरोमॉर्फिक. हाँ, देयर इज वन दैट इज कॉल्ड एज सिटिजियोक्लोनियम एंड सिटिजियोक्लोनियम. इसमें क्या होता है, इसमें दो फेजेस होते हैं, हैप्लॉइड फेज एंड डिप्लॉइड फेज, लेकिन वो डिसिमिलर होते हैं वो फेजेस.